Do we want to sell those? I don't necessarily want to, honestly. Are we surviving the round then? That is like the biggest issue right now, because you can bet your bottom dollar there's gonna be a melter here. Well, we are needing chaff clear here. And I think we're just gonna put some additional chaff on that side. And then we'll see what exactly happens. Yeah, here's the melter. No surprise. Not even remotely. He didn't rain? Okay, never mind, he ranged it. I think that's the correct decision. You do not want to be outranged here. We have some very strong pickups in these storms that he can absolutely decide to counter. Chaff clear is looking a lot better here, I think. So much better. However, I'm worried that the fort is going to just walk into... Yeah, he's walked into the melter's range. That's going to be a huge issue. There's a lot riding on the storms here. This fort is right now just absolutely slapping the side around. And the melter does not have the chaff clear. I think we can start firing back with range on forts now. What's my opponent's AA looking like? Not a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. I think if I drop this in the middle, it's going to cause some issues for him. And I think it's now also time to sell this. I think we've solved the majority of the chaff issues. Let's go into range on the forts, level this Mustang. And I do also kind of want to level these storms, because they can absolutely help us a lot here. I think I'm gonna drop one additional fortress. And then 2 more fangs and range on the phoenixes. These fangs can slowly come in behind the fortresses. Actually, on this side I should probably drop it more like here. Because you can bet there's gonna be another melter. Okay, he decided to counter with missiles, and he did also decide to drop some unleveled, untagged Mustangs against the Wasps, so that's going to help him, obviously. Never mind, he ranges them. My opponent seems to read my mind in unfortunate ways. Then again, is that worth it? It's not like he has the cheaper techs, which we have managed to get a profit from, because I think we only bought techs once we had the upgrade. So we are positive 50 on that, and if we go into full carry fort, we can get positive a whole lot more. Our fortresses are at 155. Does he have temp range? He does. So it is that kind of game now. Chaff clear in the middle, still looking rough. Looks like we need more Mustangs there. That's it. This melter seems to be in a bit of a problem, because there really isn't much holding the fort back from hitting it soon. Oh, elite came through. Meanwhile, on the other side, that fort is also standing tall, until I just said that. I'm not sure we can... No, actually we should be able to win this. This fort is big and has a lot of range. We don't get that anti-missile device, but we got the one on the side with the level 4 Stormcallers, so that's minus 100. Oh, interesting options here. I definitely say we go stonks. And we have to deal with that missile drop. Now, does he have? Yeah, he has EMP missiles, so we will have to deal with that. I think it's well in order to just drop some units like here. And if I elite mass recruit myself 2 more fortresses, that should leave me with enough money to also get some shields. We also have this, so yeah. If we go for the health upgrade, we can make our Phoenixes survive a missile, which is also super nice. And since our opponent was dropping temp range, I think it's only fair if we do the same. I don't like being as exposed on that side to a potential EMP, but you can't guard against everything. Oh, interesting. He chose EMP on the Sledges instead of the Melter. Also didn't pick up the missile. I was actually worried about that. I'm basically right now memeing to see if I can build the hugest fort of all forts. And I think we're gonna have to start pulling his board apart with some flanks. Because I think I can't let these units stay out of control like that. Yeah, this is looking rough. The anti-missile devices are making this undeniably difficult. That said, it's not like he has a million melters here, so if we can just consistently start killing these things, we might actually be going somewhere here. We did get the melter, we did get another anti-missile device. All in all, I think we are not looking all that bad. Now he absolutely needs to shield, because if he doesn't, this is gonna be a very sad end for him. Am I selling these? I think it's now time to recycle these units. I think they have served all of their purpose, and it's time they get out of here. And I think this is also the turn where I can absolutely afford to press the barrier button. I should be putting another Mustang there. But I'm also tempted to just throw down an Arclight, to be honest. Let's do this. This is going to mostly be an investment into next round, hoping that there will be a next round, of course. What can we do with the rest of our money? Definitely go for temp range. We just drop another elite fort. Let's do it. We're in triple takes on forts. I think it's not a wrong decision to go for more. Oh, he really is not considering shields. That is wild to me. Now we are going to have some coverage here. Not a lot, unfortunately. But this is going to really kill a lot of chaff here. It's even starting to impact the Sledges a bit. Yeah, he really doesn't have the best answer to just beef on the board. Some of these Sledges are starting to die from fire. That's how long they've been standing there. And that's when this fort is going to start absolutely hammering. Yeah. This is now the problematic stage for our opponent, because our forts are going absolutely ham here. I have the sticky oil bomb. Really tempted to throw down some oil cheese here with it. No, honestly, let's just sell this. If he drops that, we have a bunch of pretty high level units here. Let's also probably increase the damage of our Mustangs. I think we could always use a bit better chaff clear. And I think it's time to hit the final button here. And guard against potential EMP melter plays. Then we can also drop something here just for a bit more shielding. And I would like to get everything this time, including the oil. Which could definitely be devastating to him. Let's also get elite here and finish it up with extra damage. Did the storms really do that much damage? Not even. Now this looks like it's going to be a successful cheese going off. There we go, that'll eliminate a lot of stuff. Not to mention the pull is still ongoing for way too long. There go a lot of Mustangs and the marksman's also dead. It just doesn't know it yet. Look, the forts have barely been hit in the shields at all. And we're all the way to the stage where they get to shoot the tanks. This is worrisome still because there's too many sledges here, I think. But we kinda got the rest of the board under control. And even if not, this is such a huge investment for our opponent. Now, it ends. GG's. Right, we were able to beat a maniac who invested into mass sledges and sledge armor. Okay. Quad-tech sledges against quad-tech forts. Well, there's the video title, I guess. And I also think my opponent was a bit too liberal on applying shields. At least where it actually mattered, because I don't think it's a hard read too. If in the previous round you were incendiary on that side and your opponent did drop fire badgers there before, to expect that this side is going to get fire badger oiled now. I don't think that's the hardest read in the universe. Yeah. I wonder how much the sledge armor really did. I think our Mustangs did more damage this round than in the prior round, to be honest. Honestly, the Phoenixes were the champions of this last round, it would seem. They were dealing so much damage. And this forced, of course, being the absolute champ overall, because it just had a very big health pool to attack in all of those sledges and the melter. Alright, I'd say that's a successful game, starting off the entire new series. The entire new season. That's what I wanted to say. Now, the reason why I don't have the super high range on the mountain is because I kind of want to try Corner Mountain as opposed to Corner War Factory. So you see there is extended range ammo, which increases the range by a staggering 160 units. That's insane. That's more range than most units can get with the range tech. The vast majority of units, I'm pretty sure. And it just gets that as a bonus from a 200 cost tech. But it reduces the damage by also a staggering 75%. This is probably one of the most extreme techs there is, as far as potential gain, potential loss goes. And I wonder how many people are shooting themselves in the foot with this tech right now. But you can definitely start building a mountain that just sits on the back line and starts pumping out rounds, like sniping the opponent's tower from behind his own tower. Definitely cool. Alright, let's get into the next game, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in that next game. Until then, bye.